New insight tonight on the search warrants served in the missing person case of Cal Poly student Kristin Smart. One of those locations was Paul Flores' home. He's considered a person of interest in the case.
Investigators also searched the homes of his mother, father, and sister. The sheriff's office confirmed with KSBY News some items of interest were recovered. KSBY's Megan Healy spoke with the SLO County District Attorney about the searches.
And Megan, what are investigators hoping to find during those searches?
Great question, Richard and Karina. They're hoping to find evidence in technology. Now, even though I did speak to District Attorney Dan Dow today, he says he wasn't able to speak on specifics of the case or even the items that were seized during those searches, though he and his team do hope they can find some answers with digital devices like phones, computers, and laptops. They say there could be evidence there that didn't exist nearly 24 years ago. It seems investigators are getting closer to finding answers in Kristin Smart's disappearance, finding items of interest during home searches of Paul, Susan, Ruben, and Ermelinda Flores. But before law enforcement even steps foot in the door, they have to convince a judge there is probable cause that evidence is inside. San Luis Obispo County District Attorney Dan Dow says once a judge signs off, the planning begins.
The operation like this involves a lot of pre-planning, coordinating with other law enforcement agencies in those other jurisdictions so that we can execute a united plan at the same time to maximize our chances of obtaining evidence that we're looking for.
And investigators are mainly looking for Kristin.
The other types of evidence would be evidence that might lead to a suspect or maybe some admission that a suspect made about their participation in a case. And that evidence could have been created at any time, including 2 weeks ago.
He says today's technology could help uncover the digital evidence needed to solve and win the case.
Just the fact that people possess phones and iPads and digital devices, that would clearly be one area that we would be hopeful that would be fruitful through every investigation that we're doing, and especially the Kristin Smart investigation.
And even though finding Kristin is a priority, Dow says he and his team are prepared to try a case without a body. This picture of Kristin above Dow's desk serving as a constant reminder to bring her justice.
It was important to me to have Kristin put on my wall. It's the closest picture to my computer, so that I'm seeing her every day to remind us that we need to do something each day to try to bring Kristin home.
Now, Dow says the statute of limitations for crimes like kidnapping, rape, and destruction of evidence could have already expired in the Smart case, but California law says there is no statute of limitations for murder that also includes accessory to murder. Reporting live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Megan Healy, KSBY News.
All right, Megan, thank you. We reached out to Jim Murphy, the Smart's family attorney, but he is not commenting further on the case.